like where it comes down to when we're talking about bone density, how to create bone density via nutrition and via lifestyle factors. So if anyone here has any kind of structural issues, whether it's like pain in your spine or your spinal column, your lower back, for example, your neck, your shoulders, your elbows, your fingers, your phalanges, your toes, your ankles, your Achilles, your knees, your hips, right? You guys get the picture? Everything I just referred to is actually all interrelated to itself. And a lot of it has to do with posture. A lot of it has to do with being sedentary for too long, sitting down. That's another habit, by the way, of an artificial environment, is actually being sedentary. And just to put a quote out there, Dr. Joseph Mercola, who's one of the most popular alternative doctors in America right now, he actually went out to say that out of everything, every food, junky, hydrogenated oil, fried chicken-ish food out there, every behavior in the human kind of construct, the number one thing that causes long-term debilitation is sitting down too much. Let's sit on that for a second. When I heard that, I was probably sitting down actually. I was like, whoa. And I got that levity back real quick. I was like, whoa, because it just cut through. It just cut through everything. I realized, like, I grew up sitting in some kind of chair that totally threw my alignment off. My anatomical structure's totally screwed up from that. I still got little kinks from sitting in that chair with the little, like, gate around it, right? That kind of kept me there fidgeting, but I was kind of stuck, right? Listening to monotone instructions about whatever obviously wasn't relevant. But that right there, and think of the average person, their life. What's their life consist of? A whole bunch of sitting down. Look at your lifestyle. Let's break it down. Let's chunk out your schedule. All the excuses that we make up. By the way, the number one epidemic in the world, anybody have any guesses, like statistically? What does anyone know?
Dehydration.
Too tired.
Everything yeah, true.
I don't have time.
It's statistically heart disease.
Yeah.
Because we've caused a disconnection from our heart. Our heart is encased in stone generally, so there is a disconnection with our heart, right? But really, I think it's excusitis.
Oh yeah.
It's just making excuses for
Yeah.
why we can't do what we want to do,
I know.
right? Anyways, so this whole sedentary thing is a product of that, actually. If you really think about it, it's like, why am I'm going to just reenact this for a second. Like, I'm sitting here in this chair. Generally, when I'm sitting, what's been shown is that certain regions of your brain or your cognitive acuity shut down. Some part of your brain actually shuts down when you're sitting down, like for too long. And it's been shown that, like, I saw some study that said that the average person cannot sit in front of their computer and be full-on integrated for more than 20 minutes. It's just not happening. And most people...
Or cannot.
Well, cannot's a word I don't like to use, but I'm just referencing. Generally speaking, for most people, it's not designed that way, let's say that. I would be more in a line to say, like, we're not designed to actually be sitting in front of something for more than, that sounds good to me. That sounds about accurate. I know for me, like, I could be into a book or something, but that's an anomalous situation. That's not like an everyday thing where I'm just tapped in. It's like a stroke of inspiration comes through me, and then, it's like, let's go. But that might happen here and there. Most people habituate their whole routine to be sitting in front of the computer. Look right here. Look, this is a bad situation right here. My arms are, my back is. I feel really like I don't even want to do that for too long. It actually feels, now that my body is so in such a different rhythm, it's so conscious of itself. Right? I'm so conscious of it and its posturing. Like, just being like this, I could feel immediately the neck issues are a byproduct of the lower back issues, which are a byproduct of the hip issues, which are a byproduct of the knee issues, which are ultimately a byproduct of your ankles and your Achilles and your inability to do this one human characteristic, which is this. coincidentally, is the original